We are back for an early stream. Off today. It was Veterans Day, so thank you to all veterans. And hopefully we can beat King League on Master Mode. I just realized I gotta check something real quick. Alright, we're good. Mean and green. What up, Cody? Mean and green. We're gonna switch to Xbox instead. Alright. King League on Master, let's fucking go. You know what's really funny is my thumb is pretty goddamn sore, but it's not like I'm mashing, I'm just like holding it down with such intensity. First game. I actually don't remember the launch titles for the Xbox. I assume Halo 1 was a launch title. And maybe... what is it called? Fusion Frenzy? It's kind of like a Mario Party puzzle game. Is this for real? That's crazy, dude. I'm already getting cooked. I even got the Golden Fox bump. I even got the Golden Fox bump, and it wasn't enough. I wonder if I can step on the gas, like, while I'm still... Yeah! Maybe part of the trick is when I slide like that, I can still step on the gas early to get my traction back. Because most of the time what I'm doing is I'm, oh god. Most of the time what I'm doing there is I'm not stepping back on the gas as I'm doing the corner until I, fully clear the corner. But I can probably step on the gas as I'm drifting. Oh, for fuck's sake. Imagine having two of those fucking guys in the way. See, like that right there. It's just a very subtle tweak, but could be worth trying. Welcome in, Retro Homebrew. That was bad. I'm not feeling too confident at the moment, which is unfortunate. Oh my god. What the fuck? I just got bounced by 3 different people. Fucking outrageous. Alright, Stuart, you ain't gotta bump me so much. I know what must be done. Oh, the power down, that's so bad. Come on, man. Fuck. Very unfortunate. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, so you can't step on the gas too early. This is over. You can't step on the gas too early on the drift, because then you'll just carry through on the drift. Oy vey. Hey, Lily, welcome in. Okay, Captain Falcon! Captain Falcon! Oh my gosh. My thumb is actually kind of numb from playing this fucking game. I'm just like holding the position. Now, obviously there's speed runs for this game. I'm very curious what the speedruns do, and if there even is a speedrun for Master Mode. You gotta assume that there is. But what a, what an insane choice for a speedrun, I feel like. Because there's just so much potential for things to go wrong. Alright, there you go. Our first of the night. Death Window. We have not gotten past Deathwind yet. Dude! These bastards blocking me from my speed boost. Oh my god, I'm about to crash out. I am about to crash out. What the fuck was all that? I cannot believe that shit. Because I'm not even, I mean, I guess... Oh shit, we missed it. And we got fucking blocked. It's still possible that we make this, but it's looking less and less likely as time goes on. That's very unfortunate. I think I just barely am catching a glimpse. Fire Stingray. Very low power. Power down. This is very, very bad. Very risky, everything that's going on right now. Oh, but we got that second place, hopefully. Nice. Tight battle. Tight battle towards the end there. Alright. first true test of the night. Dude. Fourth place, Fire Stingray, out of sight, not looking very good. Especially not if we're gonna get bumps like that. It's so over. I didn't mean to do that, but that was funny. Yeah, we were dead anyways, so... You didn't even know there was a State of Play, Lily? To be honest, I didn't know either until, I guess it was State of Play Japan. But, it popped up on YouTube when I was looking at YouTube just a little bit ago. Oh, give me a fucking break. But yeah, I mean, big surprise that it's not any good. What the fuck? Oh. It's so frustrating when you get bounced like that. Because it was good. It was fucking good, and now look. Now it's just shit. Like, we actually clawed it back, but now it's so fucked. Oh, come on. I'm trying to think of, like, how can I do better? Just straight up, how can I do better on this track? It's really difficult. It's really difficult. That Port Town 2 is just such a barrier. I'm trying to think, like, is it possible for me to have cleaner fucking corners on some of this shit? You know, like, obviously, like, it's gotta be. But it's so hard. So fucking hard. It's so hard. It's really make or break on those skirmishes. It is make or break on the skirmishes and how you get bumped. Come on. Come on. What the fuck, dude? Holy shit. In that case, because I know I'm gonna boost through anyways. You know, I probably should have just let go of the gas, kind of move out of the way, but it's really hard to predict or like really notice the danger before it happens. You know, like obviously you can see the check. You can see the check, you know they're coming, but you don't necessarily know how you're gonna take that bump every time. See, like right there, I could have just as easily taken that bump really poorly. And then right here, see, I just let go of the gas because there's no point in trying to take a bump there. That's pretty bad. Outrageous. It's really a shame. I felt like I was running pretty hot at certain points last night. This is fucking bad. Alright. See, like, right there, I don't really have a choice besides just slowing down, let them do their thing. Ooh, that was a really wild line. See, so I took that fucking bump. I'll take the 3 and we'll move it along. It's fine. But yeah, sometimes you take those bumps and it just sends you off on this wacky curve. And it's really hard to recover from that, because you don't necessarily want to let go of the gas because you're already slowed down. This bump is hard to take, and I missed it. You have to curve, well, you have to turn to the left, and then shift right, very subtly, in order to take the Golden Fox bump. Sometimes when you hit them, you know, they start spinning out of control. But you have to be careful if they're going to hit the wall and they kind of jut outwards because of it. Oh, that's unfortunate, but we did get a really nasty bump from Captain Falcon! See, that fucking guy just blocking the way. That's 100% on me. Oh, fucking. You know, I wonder how the computer reacts to taking a bump. You know, are they just as upset? We should have this in the bag. It's pretty much impossible that we don't get that first. Very nice. Alright. Porktown 2, we meet again. Good bump, right off the rip. Not very tight lines, but still did pretty alright. Really horrible line there, so definitely gonna get overtaken. No? Okay. Very risky, the yellow buggy there. Wow. That is actually probably the most unfortunate thing to have happened in the entire playthrough. To take a bump right at the fucking launch pad when I was in first place, which I don't think I've done that before, or if I have, it's like super fucking rare to maintain first place for the first 2 laps at Port Town 2. Alright, so we did it again, but are we gonna get bumped? Jesus. No, come on, man. Oh, come on. We're getting better. We're getting better, but that was just dreadful. And before anyone comments, I know I have more lives, but it's really not worth it to go on because we need to have as many lives as possible going into Firefield. So I'm not really going to feel confident unless I have, you know, 3 attempts on Firefield. Which is totally doable. It's totally doable. Oh, chips and chops, man. Cheers to you, dude. Thanks so much for the raid. We'll give you a shout out there. Are you playing some more FF7? Just working on Master Mode on King League and can't get past the 3rd race, Port Town 2. I got past it before last night, but it's really kicking my ass right now. We had 2 really good attempts just now, and it just wasn't enough. Those just won't entertain themselves. Yeah, what up, Scanline Ninja? Scanline, I heard you put chips and chops onto FF7. Really good choice. You been sick? Dude, that fucking sucks. Just a cold, or... hopefully it's nothing serious. That was almost terrible. Oh, dude, you didn't have to give me those bits. Thanks so much, Chips. Cheers to that. Appreciate it. You and your kids basically slept like 3 hours a night for the last 4 nights. Some kind of cold something. Yeah, that's rough, especially with the lack of sleep. You're happy too? Hell yeah. Alright, here we go. Death Window. We hit the Golden Fox bump, which is good. That was really bad. We took that turn really bad. I know, oh my gosh. I know it might not seem like it, but trust me when I say Death Wind. It's called Death Wind for a reason. There is wind on this track, and so sometimes it can make your movement pretty difficult. And it's got these really tight turns where you actually want to slow it down. See, I'm not even holding the gas when I'm taking these boosts. I'm not even holding the gas. Not even holding the gas a lot of the time when I'm going through there. Like towards the end, I definitely was, but the triple boost leading into the recovery section, like right here. Don't hold the gas. There, I held the gas a little bit. Here, you kind of want to ride the rail. Nice. So, really claustrophobic track. It can get real fucking dangerous real fucking quick. We're gonna go ahead and boost right here. Just to ensure that we can get around those guys. We're gonna take the boost. That was insanely bad, but we got a really good bounce, good recovery. That was not guaranteed to happen. That could have been the end of the race, if I'm being honest. Final lap, got a little bit over half power, half HP, which is good. Two guys coming up, this is going to be rough. Alright, we got past them, no boost, which is fine. Very unfortunate that we hit another one of the bomb guys, but hey, that's alright. Alright, everything worked out. Everything worked out, we got our S, so even if something really silly were to happen, we're Gucci, got that first. Legends here. Has been trying to open a jar of marinara sauce from the start of the stream. You finally got it open. You're exhausted. Nice, nice. What was the trick? So that changed the fact it took almost 40 minutes. Yeah, some jars are so fucking difficult to open. But you've triumphed. Yeah, this stage, without a doubt, I think this stage is the hardest. I know there's Firefield, and Firefield on the surface is incredibly difficult. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But this level, it just has so little possibility for expression and so little possibility for cheesing shit out with the boost, because really even the only place that I can think of to use the boost is the place that has the magnets on the sides, which is coming right up right here. So I use the boost here, but it is such a shit show about who's gonna come out on top when I do that. This turn's really tough, this turn's pretty tough, and then that happens. That happens, and now we're in fucking rank 6, so, I mean, once it gets down to this, it's basically over. It's basically over. It makes it very disheartening to even want to continue the race. It's possible that they get a bad bump, but it's also incredibly likely that I get super bad bumps. Yeah, it's over. Fuck me. Some Jar Heroes out there laughing their ass off. Remember to never give up! Nah, we're giving up. The tough track for sure. Yeah, Harpu. I'm playing on Master mode, so it's even fucking worse. On Expert, I don't think I would have much of a problem at this point. At this point in my Rassen career. But I want to beat this shit on Master, and it's really kicking my ass. I go back and forth on whether or not I think Corktown. Okay, to not get the Golden Fox bump is basically a death sentence. If you don't get the Golden Fox bump, I think it's basically over. I know that might sound hyperbolic, but it really is like that. I mean, I know that we're in third right now, but we're gonna get overtaken here. It happens every time. We're gonna make sure that we slurp juice. Normally I wouldn't, but because we're about... Oh my gosh, where's this green guy even coming from? Alright, so as you can see, we're boosting here. We get some really bad bounces. Really bad lines. Incredibly horrible lines. Yeah, it's fucking over. Feels good to overcome Master. Were you able to do it, Harper? I thought you gave up on this on, with Expert. Which is perfectly valid, because that's the time that you get credits, so... You know, Master doesn't really even give you anything that special. That was crazy. The amount of bumps that were going on there was outrageous. So, and for those who missed it, I had a really good run earlier, something like this, and then I got bumped on the jump pad, like by two people, Dr. Stewart and I think one of the other buggy bastards. And it was so, oh, come on, dude, what the fuck? But we're still in first, so that's okay. I think me doing all that bouncing, actually, you know, I'm like a green turtle shell in Mario Kart, just bouncing along the fucking walls. So I think I ended up causing a bit of a disturbance, a bit of a traffic jam. How the fuck is purple guy the number one? Alright, this is really horrible. Fucking shit, man. Fucking shit. You challenge playthroughs. You've only done F-Zero so far, and you beat all the tracks on Master with all cars. That literally sounds impossible. That must have taken dozens of hours. It's fucking over. It's fucking over. Alright. Desperate times. I'm just curious. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to do this because I haven't been practicing with Stingray. But I'm curious if the better handling will actually get me anywhere. A big problem here is that you can't take the Golden Fox Bomb as the Stingray. We'll try it out. We gotta try something different here. Great Lurk scanline. Fire Stingray fangirl. I'm a Pico fanboy. So is Samurai Goro, though. See, I'm thinking there's a different strategy here with the Stingray, which is to hold on to your S-jets. Unless you're desperately far behind, because that acceleration is so bad. And again, we only need to get third. So I'm definitely feeling the tightness. That was fucking silly. I'm definitely feeling the tightness of the Stingray. Now the problem is that Death Window might be pretty damn tough. Honestly, Death Window and... Deathwind and Firefield are going to be pretty tough because of the power. You like Dr. Stewart and his Golden Fox? I hate that guy. He's so slow and slippery. Oh, you can take... Well, at least on here. It's a really tight... Yeah, see, this is what I'm fucking worried about, is that... Like, yeah, I can take these boosts, but it's just, it's such a fucking shit show. It's such a shit show, and you're gonna take so much fucking damage. I mean, look at that. That's why I feel like I need Pico in my life. Yeah, fuck this. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to switch from Pico. It's not even that Pico... Purple guy's OP and he's not even a real character yet, for real. He's super fucking OP. Oh yeah, so I've been working on the spreadsheet, right? And I've been working on the 3D Odyssey portion of the spreadsheet. I was doing that right before the stream. The first year of the 3DO, like half of the quote games, at least that are listed on Moby Games, which is not really the... Dude, come on. Which is not really the best indicator for 3DO games. But anyways, the point is, 1993, when the 3DO came out, like, half the games are educational games. Because you got you have two Fatty Bear games, you have a Putt-Putt game, you have Shelley Duvall's Birds game, you have, what else do you have? Damn, I thought there was another one, but maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Mythical Monkey. Yeah, I've had a 3DO. We modded it and everything. We did like a whole theme of 3DO for like a month or two. Yeah, hope you've been well, Myth. But now I'm back on that. Now I'm back on that SNES shit. But we've been having a hell of a time with Master Mode. I know I can do this. It's just really fucking hard. How does the 3DO controller feel to hold? It's not really that big. First of all, there's like 3 main 3DO controllers. The Gold Star controller, I don't have one, but it looks ugly as shit. And I don't have a, what is the fucking controller called? Like a JPO FZ1 or something. I forget what the fuck it's called. There's a 1 and a 2 for the Panasonic. The 1 is a little bit wider, and it has a headphone jack. And then the 2 is a little bit more compact. But the second variant for the Panasonic version is what I have and what I use. And I mean, it literally just feels like a Genesis controller that has shoulder buttons. So it's kind of a happy medium between the SNES and the Genesis 3-button. So I wouldn't say that it's bulky or anything, and I wouldn't say that the D-pad is very good, but I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's not as good as the Genesis, but it's kind of like around the same ballpark. The select and start buttons are very, very mushy, which isn't the biggest deal. And the regular buttons, you know, they feel fine. They don't feel as satisfying as NES buttons, but they don't feel horrible. Literally not holding down the gas at all. That whole damn thing. That fucking guy. See, sometimes you gotta learn the tendency of the yellow buggies, because sometimes they choose. Like, their movement, you get a feeling for how they choose to troll you. This is fine. But yeah, the 3DO controller, it's totally cool, you know? Like, I really don't think that there's a big problem with the 3DO controller. It's not the best, but it's far from the worst. That was an insane bump. almost really, 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 really bad. Oh, fuck. Alright, so it only took us an hour to beat Port Town 2. But see, that one lap where I held the S-Jet, I was like, I need this insurance. I need this insurance, because it was such a tight battle on 3. I had to take that insurance. Alright, Red Canyon is a fucking joke. Like, it's kind of funny how easy Red Canyon is compared to all the other things. Like, you don't even need S-Jets. You don't need S-Jets here. You just don't. In fact, I think really the only way that I can fail this is if I get knocked on a jump pad really strangely. Love how Golden Fox isn't really good when you play as him, but the AI playing him is like a literal nightmare. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Oh my god. I actually didn't have a lot of speed there. Come on. Okay, so I think we're gonna have maybe up to 5 tries. Yeah, best case scenario, we only need third. Peace out, Myth. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the good luck. Okay, remember, stay on the outside. That's the best you can hope for. Stay on the outside. Bad cornering. We're gonna take the heel. Oh, come on, you shit! This fucking sucks, dude. It's fucking asinine. I definitely did not have that, dude. If you're, I mean, you should know. If you're in fifth, you're fucked, basically. Like, it's so unbelievably unlikely for you to win. I mean, even to be in fourth is totally fucked. I gotta take the heel. I think that's the trick, is you gotta take one heel. You gotta at least take one heel. I gotta take the heel. I know this is really risky, but I gotta take the heel. Second place is in sight. Good cornering. Never give up. You need that can-do despite the odds attitude to make it, yeah. Oh. Should I reset the console? Thank you for the GGs. Thanks for sticking around. My hands are like actually shaking. It probably doesn't come across that much on the Game Boy cam, but my hands are actually shaking. The adrenaline. The RAS is over. You are an F-Zero master. And I did it all with my boy Pico. Goodbye. I only gave up on you like once or twice, Pico. From Captain Falcon and the F-Zero crew. That's crazy. So I didn't actually beat Port Town, right, until like an hour in to this stream. You found Pico's car to be tough to use? It's the only one for me. It's the only one for me. Second highest speed. He gets booty blasted better than anybody else. He's got good turning, in my opinion. You know, many people online state they like Pico a lot. Pico is my goat. All right. So we did everything that there is to do, but here's the dealio. I haven't checked out practice mode, and I do want to check out practice mode. Just because, you know, it's another mode. I am sure that there is nothing special to practice mode. So let's just revisit the courses. I'm gonna play as Falcon though. The canon choice. Just revisit the courses, just a nice leisurely stroll. Because I did beat this so early, we'll move on to Super Mario World later tonight. But, this is a really fucking great game. I already pre-rated it as super duper. I don't think it goes to the level of a flawed masterpiece like Mario World does for me. But it's a damn fine game. What we rate in this game? Yeah, super duper, which is basically an 8 out of 10. You know, I think for a launch title, it doesn't really get much better than this, besides Super Mario World, of course. But, you know, from a technical standpoint, to see Mode 7 like this for the first time, you know, the speed and all that, like, it would have been so exciting. I mean, it was so exciting, because this is my first playthrough of the game. But, you know, it being so solid for what it is, it doesn't have... You know, it focuses in on one thing, and it focuses in on that one thing very, very, very well. But, you know, you ain't got no multiplayer, you ain't got no... items? No, I'm just kidding. But kind of not really. It's just a great game. Like, you know, for me to rate a game super duper is, I think, pretty rare. Goal in. But yeah, Harbu, it's funny because there's been other people who have... Hey, look at that, we actually got a new record. There's been some people that have come in and, you know, they're like, oh, I could never play this character. Like, I only played Falcon, which is pretty funny, right? So, like, everybody has their preference. Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, amazing music, amazing presentation, amazing gameplay. Amazing challenge, especially with the unlockable master mode. You know, the included comic in the manual is fucking great. But even still, I don't think it rises above a super duper. So I kind of get similar vibes from this game that I do from Sunset Riders, which is, I think Sunset Riders is an absolutely wonderful game. You know, one of the best in its craft. But I don't think that rises above to flawed masterpiece or GOAT level either. But I don't know, maybe that's me being unfair. What does everybody else think? If you were to rate this out of 10 or whatever your scale is, you should probably be using these boosts, eh? I think it's a good game. Beep, 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 beep. But yeah, could you imagine, like, I started this challenge and I'm like, I want to beat everything on like the hardest difficulty before moving on, so that we like fully immerse ourselves in the experience of like playing this game, and like that's your game. I guess I had an extra speed boost there. You know, that's your game. You know, you can't get another game till you beat this one. But then like I just get stuck on this one. I never beat master mode. That would suck. Harpu regards F-Zero quite highly. Probably one of the most enjoyable tech demo launch titles to ever be. Yeah, that's a criticism that gets levied against this game, right? Oh, it's just a tech demo for Mode 7, but like there's way worse tech demos than this, although to be fair, I can't actually think of one. What's another game that has that label, that stigma attached to a tech demo? One-two switch. One-two switch, yeah, and they didn't even pack that shit in. Oh god, and is it Switch 2 Welcome Tour? Is that not the most cringe shit ever? You have to pay $10 fucking for the Switch 2 Welcome Tour? And I'm sure it's very cute and very cool, but like, what the fuck? Like, Nintendo is really on one to charge you for the Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Astro's Playroom on the PS5 is actually very good and free. You know, pretty short game, but quite a bit of fun. That's definitely a bit of a tech demo. Switch 2 Welcome Tour is so dumb. It's crazy that they charged for it. Not even that they charge for it, they still are charging for it, right? So. Just smoking crack with the new Pokemon game being on a game keycard. Is there a reason why it needs to be that way? Also, if they're intending for that game to get a lot of updates, then to be honest, I understand why they would go that route. I'm not saying it's good, but it's gonna be really fucking funny, you know, like these people that are collectors. These people that are collectors trying to collect for the Switch 2 20 years from now. And like, you know, there's this stigma of like shelf collecting, right? There's a stigma of shelf collecting. And that stigma is gonna be even more obvious when you have a game keycard and the servers are down. Although, to be fair, they'll probably It'll probably be up for a really long time just because the Switch and the Switch 2 were so successful. Ith Window, aka Baby Park. Young individuals that grow an interest in collecting games will have their work cut out for them for sure. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's almost pointless because so many of these games, you know, there's day one patches. There's day one patches, or there's DLC and all this stuff. Like, it just sucks. As long as you can still play it, as long as it's installed onto the system, then it's not the end of the world. Well, that's the thing, is like, as far as like an official option is concerned, right? You're basically you're just gonna be reliant on hacking the console and, you know, using some third-party method to get the patches and whatnot once everything's shut down. So thank God there are options of doing stuff like that. And I'm not saying that a company has to support its products forever. But it's just shitty. It's shitty. It's shitty, and then the other thing that's really shitty is just this culture of like, the game's not even finished, right? But just ship it anyways, who cares? I wonder if that is supposed to be an actual pit crew, or if that's supposed to be like people in the stands. I never really paid attention. Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. The 1.0 form, yeah, there's always bugs, you know? Good news, Cyberpunk 2077 on PS4 comes completely on disc with the original version. Bad news, Cyberpunk 2077 on PS4 comes completely on disc with the original version. Yeah, for real. Silence. Bum, 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 bum. This was a fun one, doing that little shortcut. And then trying to, I never really quite nailed it, but that little, I don't even know what you'd call that, an S-curve or something. Trying to tackle that and getting it really clean from time to time was a lot of fun. Because I tried all kinds of different strats, like right there, that ended up not being the strat, but I thought like shifting right the entire time of the turn could have been the strat, right? But it didn't turn out to be the case. So I never got it down very well, but you know, that's something cool about this game. Is just the little experimentation that you do, especially like as you keep ramping up in difficulty. Because Master, Master on Firefield, taking the outside path after the minefield so that you can get a really clean turn. I mean, that's a fucking huge game changer. Learning about the Golden Fox bump, that's a huge fucking game changer. That was really clean on that one. I'm hoping to. I'm sure there might be a point where that becomes too difficult, but I'm hoping to, yeah. So, like, you know, when I get to Super Ghouls and Ghosts, I'd like to beat that on Professional, you know? But, it's just something that I've noticed is that there are instances where I beat some of these games and I just like very quickly move on, but it's like there's still more there, and I used to like mark them, you know, replay eligible, but if I'm gonna be doing this SNES Quest thing and I'm really dedicated to it, it's like, why? I'd never even used a boost there, it seems. You know what I mean? It's like there's always like something different, so like I want to fully explore the game before I move on. Kind of like emulate that experience of like, this is your game, like you're playing this game, you don't got anything else available. But there might be some situations where that, like I said, that just becomes too much, but I don't know, who gives a fuck? I'm already playing, you know, I already only play like old ass games. They're not going anywhere. So I don't really need to go anywhere either. This is another level that was a big obstacle. Oops. And the other thing about it, you know, like, the SNES definitely has some really difficult games, but, you know, let's not trick ourselves. Like, I don't think that there's as many insanely difficult games, like, on the NES, for example. You know, there are insanely difficult games, but, it's like one minor criticism that I sometimes hear against the Super Nintendo, and I totally get it, is that the games are not as hard. But many of them can still be very challenging. Well said, it'll be fun. Yeah. Now, I would like to do what you do, Harpu, as far as like playing all of the Super Famicom releases too, but I'm very purposefully only playing Japanese games where the ROM, you know, a lot of ROM sets, if there are English options, the ROM will list like, you know, parentheses EN. So if the game is fully in English, so for an example of that, like Jalico Big Run or whatever, that game is pretty much fully in English, if not, it is fully in English, I think. So I would allow that. And then another example, you know, anything that has a fan translation, I will allow that. But if that's not the case, then I'm not going to include it. And that's just because, like, I definitely could beat a lot of those games just using my phone to translate stuff, but the phone translation is not perfect, and so I don't want to use guides either. And I think the temptation might be too great. And there's already so many fucking games to play anyways, and there's new fan translations coming out, so like if I miss one chronologically, then I can always go back, play it out of order. That criticism is definitely a misnomer. There are quite a few that do that. Oh, you're talking about Japanese games that have English options? Yeah, there's nothing stopping me from just playing, you know, straight up Japanese games whenever I want. But there's so many. There's we're spoiled for choice in today's day and age. So Port Town 2. This is the nightmare. But yeah, I mean every year there's new translations, new fan translations. I'm really looking forward to the GD Lean translation. Which Aeon Genesis is working on. Yeah. They're working on it. I don't know how close they are. I think they might have done the menus and are working on the script. Which I would imagine that the menus are the easiest, hence why, you know, they got that. I really don't know hardly anything about GD Lean. I just know that it's an RPG, and I think it's based on a manga or something. But it just looks cool. You know, another example of a game that fairly recently got a translation is the Super Famicom port of Ultima: The Savage Empire, which is totally outrageous. That one, there was a Super Famicom, you know, Japanese only release of the Savage Empire that uses the Ultima 7 or whatever, Ultima Blackgate, whatever it's called, engine, the Super Nintendo engine for that, right? But anyways, I got a fan translation, which is fucking cool. And, you know, as far as reading the manuals are concerned, like, you can usually find the Super Famicom manuals for most games, and then translating the manual with the phone, I think, is a lot more effective than translating the text on the screen. Like, you can figure out what the manual is trying to say, usually. Just as far as, like, not using a guide and stuff like that. And I'm sure that I will run into a situation where I gotta use a guide, but I want to get lost in these games. I don't want to take shortcuts. You know, if I get stuck on something, I want to be stuck on it. You know? Bahamut, welcome in. We did beat King League on Master with our boy Pico, so I've just been checking out practice mode, which is kind of funny, right? Like, I beat the game and I'm like, let me check out practice mode. So I didn't think that there was anything special about practice mode, and sure enough, there ain't. Beep. So, never give up. Give up. End game. Alright, let's check out our records. I guess they just merge all of the records regardless of the difficulty. So that's kind of funny. There's our boy Pico. Damn, I really did not have to try very hard on Night League, it seems. Yeah, Harbo, I might need to ask, like, what's a win condition or something like that, you know? but probably not. Because sometimes it's nice to know what a win condition is without getting spoiled about something. Look at that, all Pika. Oh wait, never mind. There's one Dr. Stewart in there. I don't think we even finished Queen with Dr. Stewart. He's just so slippity slidey. I can't believe you beat this shit Master Mode with Dr. Shit for Brains. Look at that shit. That's how you know Pico's the fucking man. Only Pico. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so funny, dude. That is so fucking funny that, you know, it makes sense, but wow. Just like how many more attempts there were. My streamer portrait is a green circle. Yeah, I changed it temporarily to a green circle. But yeah, welcome in, Ted. We finally beat this shit on Master. Evidence is on YouTube. I'll have to check it out. Slidey McGee has some troublesome tracks, no doubt. You thought it was glitching? Nah, I changed it. I plan on making something new, so I just made it green. I'm just farming engagement. Alright, so here's the dealio. I'm gonna take the stream down. I'm gonna set up for... Oh, you know what we gotta do? You know what we gotta do? Oh, one game's beat. One game's beat. But anyways, alright, so I'm gonna set up for Super Mario World Lunar Dragon playthrough with an arcade stick, just to spice things up, because I know that game so well. What do I consider to beat this game? Yeah, all Master. So I beat every league Master. Not to the same degree as Harpu has, but I beat it with Pico, and that's enough for me. But anyway, so I'm going to take the stream down, so give me like 15 to 30 minutes. We're going to come back with Super Mario World. And that might just be a one and done, but we'll see. I'm not really that skilled with using an arcade stick, so it'll be fun to see how well or not so well I'm able to play the game with an arcade stick. So, peace out everybody, but I'll be right back. Give me like 15-30 minutes. Bye-bye.